Anime is a beautiful form of art. It's the very thing that allows us to immerse ourselves in worlds filled with relatable characters and characters whom we can connect to. We get to experience these relatable characters enduring hardships for many years in only a few episodes, or are able to see how they find solutions to their relationship issues. But why is it that after finishing an amazing anime series or movie, we feel like we're in this sort of empty void? So buckle yourselves in, because today we're going to explore the common phenomenon known as post-anime depression syndrome. This is a phenomenon where an individual will feel countless hours, days, or even weeks of emptiness after completing an anime film or series. This feeling doesn't necessarily have to be constantly thought of every day, or even in our conscious mind. It could be expressed in some of the feelings that we have every now and then, or subconsciously in the activities that we do. Now, this does seem pretentious. I mean, thinking about it, this just sounds like something some random Roblox player made up after donating all their money to their supposed Roblox girlfriend, only to find out that it was always a dude. However, this is actually something that happens to a lot of people who finish an anime, and I'm sure a lot of you have felt this before. So, what causes this? Well, it's likely that anything well written will cause us to have some sort of emotional connection to the piece of work. A big part of it, for me, are the characters and the connections we develop with them. This is why I love watching romance anime and slice of life anime. When I watch these shows, it's almost as if I'm experiencing my own life, conveyed through another fictional being. When the show first introduces us to these characters, we get introduced to the challenges that these characters face in their lives and experience their ability to endure hardships and overcome their conflicts, preventing them from becoming better people. In a sense, watching these characters overcome these adversities provides us with a feeling of accomplishment and satisfaction. It's amazing when we get to experience a character winning against an enemy that destroyed their entire life, or when they find the person they've been searching for, or they save the person they were meant to save, or succeed in getting a second chance at life, or when they confess to the person they love, and many more. With anything well written, the conclusion of this series or film will require you to admit that everything you've just been engaged in is just, in fact, fiction. There are no real people among the characters you care about. Their actions, their words, and the emotions they expressed were all made up. Everything that just happened because a writer predicted it, and nothing else happened in that universe after that because, well, after all, it's just a work of fiction. It's the escapist's never-ending fight to fall in love with a universe and people that inhabit it, only to have it all come to an end. As amazing stories come and go, the emotional highs and lows we experience are extremely powerful. When we're in the middle of a good story or show, we get emotional and get thrilled and enthusiastic about what's going to happen next. The problem is that when we finish an anime, we're looking for something else, hoping to get more in order to escape the harsh reality of our lives. In a way, anime provides a form of escapism, just like many other forms of media. Like when you first read a fiction book and immerse yourselves in this fictional world filled with all these creative and wonderful things you could only ever hope to dream of having in reality. When compared to most other forms of media, anime excels at immersing the viewer in a beautifully, and I mean beautifully, animated world with distinct art styles and simply eye-calming scenery. The flashy, colorful world filled with excitement, joy, and music makes anime such an easy tool to use to immerse ourselves completely into this new world, especially when the setting is something that is just in our typical and normal daily life. Something from reality, some ordinary generic object just shown in an anime can look infinitely better in an anime. I mean, look at this food. Food doesn't even look this good in real life. But as a result of this immersive medium, we invest countless hours and emotions into the series that we watch, connecting ourselves with the characters and everything around them. A large portion of our lives have always been taken up by anime, making it difficult to remove it from our daily lives, or even making it a part of our daily lives, like some sort of those hikikomoris and shut-ins, or whatever you want to call them. That's not me at all, by the way. I mean, honestly, I can't really blame anyone for loving anime so much. The way everything is beautifully presented makes it so easy to get sucked in. It's no surprise why so many people are fascinated with the idea of isekai anime, where they can be transported into a completely new world with superpowers and a world devoid of the current world issues. However, these aspects of an anime are diametrically opposed to how the world actually is. In reality, we have flaws, which anime does sometimes explore, but it's not as easy as solving these in only a couple of days or weeks. Anime does such an excellent job of connecting you to these fictitious characters that you eventually forget to realize that this will all never be. As such, with these flaws in our lives, it's highly likely that you've seen an anime or read a manga that has had a huge impact on your life. Even if it was only for a short time, you related so much to the characters that you wanted to just be like them. This may have made you want to live a more productive and happy life, or it may have made you want to value your friends and family more than money. Even though you may forget about your problems as you immerse yourselves into the beautiful world of anime, post-anime depression syndrome allows you to realize that these issues are still very much alive in your own life. In a way, this temporary sadness is a way to allow us to improve our lives as human beings. It possibly allows us to experience a major form of cognitive development in our lives, one that we may not have experienced before. A way to develop and grow ourselves mentally and physically, and to strive to avoid the mistakes that those characters made, or follow the solutions they used to better their lives. Now, this gets me to my own experience of this feeling. After watching Your Name or Kimi no Na wa, I had this feeling of emptiness that I couldn't avoid other than by watching more anime. In fact, this is the first real anime series I watched after asking my friends for some recommendations. But the ending of Your Name just hit me so differently. The plot twist was just beautiful and the scenery was beautiful, and I was able to connect to the characters so smoothly. It reminded me so much of my life and made me realize that there were indeed beautiful ways to center a story around the feeling of love. When the movie ended on some sort of open-ended conclusion, I was immediately left in a feeling of emptiness, seeking for more, wanting to explore more about Taki and Mitsuha's life together. Makoto Shinkai, Garden of Words, 5 centimeters per second, weathering with you on this too? Come on, man. This type of feeling made me savor every second of an anime that I watched and every second of a novel that I read. I even started looking for fan fiction after stories. Okay, don't call me out for this, but I actually did. And that brings me to my last point. As you go on to watch an anime that you love, remember that this feeling is something that allows you to reflect upon your own life, and is a feeling that forces you to face the issues that you have been relating to the characters while you're in this state of realization or even enlightenment. If you have experienced some sort of this feeling, like in the past, let me know in the comments down below with the name of the anime, novel, or manga. I'll make sure to reply to all of your comments. Subscribe for more anime content if you want to see it, and I'll see you next time. Hope you have a good day.